Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to draw a holiday sweater. You're going to need a piece of paper, something to draw with, crayons or markers for coloring, and I'm going to be using some word cards to go over trick words and sight words. Let's get started. To draw a holiday sweater, you're going to start with your paper the long way. You're going to come down about a little finger space and you're going to draw kind of a flattened smile line right in the middle of your paper. On the sides of that flattened smile line, you're going to draw some small curved lines out. So curve out and in, and out and in. Next, you're going to connect that with a line going across. And again, it's kind of a flattened smile line. You're going to come to the end of that kind of odd-shaped rectangle. And this time you're going to draw a mountain line down. You're going to curve out a little bit and then come down. So go out a little bit and then slant down to the bottom of the paper. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. That mountain line. You come out just a little bit and then slide all the way down. At the bottom of those lines, those mountain lines you just made, you're going to make the same kind of shape that you made up here, only a little bit smaller. So I'm going to make a line that comes over, another flattened rainbow shape. I'm going to do the curves in line on the ends, and then another flattened smile right on the bottom. And again, you want to do the same thing on the other side. First, I'm going to make a flattened smile, the short curved lines on the ends, and connect it. Next, we want to complete this part, which are the arms of the sweater. So I'm going to make a line that comes up, and I want to leave about, I'd say, maybe a 3-finger space is where you're going to stop. You don't want to bring it all the way back up to the top. So I'm going to start here, make that line coming up, and again, about 3-finger spaces, and then you stop. Again, do the same thing on this side. Line up, and then stop, leaving some about 3-finger space room. Next, you're going to bring some lines that kind of come down, and I want to make my sweater look nice and bulky and big. So I'm going to start right here. This is where the armpits are, and I'm going to curve out and in and out again. Not too much, just a little bit. Do the same thing on the other side. Curve out, in, and out again. Next, I'm going to connect my sweater at the bottom with another kind of flattened smile shape. And I'm going to do that same kind of pattern that I did on the neck and the sleeves. I'm going to make those kind of short lines out and then connect them with that flattened rainbow shape. So as you can see, now we have a basic sweater. But you can add in some details to make it look a little more holiday-ish. So first I'm going to start by just adding a little details to my sweater. I'm going to come back to the neck part. I'm going to make a line in the middle, somewhat curved lines right next to it on each side, and then another kind of somewhat curved line on the other side. I'm going to do the same line pattern on the sleeves and on the bottom. So in the middle, kind of a curved line, kind of a curved line, line in the middle, kind of a curved line and a curved line, line in the middle, do the curved lines all the way over to the edge of the sweater, and the same thing on this side. So now our sweater has a little more texture and detail. Now really, You can add any kind of decoration you want to your holiday sweater. You could make a Christmas tree, you could make Santa Claus, you can make a snowman. I'm actually going to make a reindeer. If you saw my previous video, I showed you how to make a reindeer. So I'm just going to do the reindeer's face and then maybe add on a few other details. So I'm going to start with a circle on the top and left of the head to the side a little bit. I'm going to make a short line up, short line out, short line up, short line in, short line up, short line out, short line up, short line in, short line up. Almost looks like I'm drawing a puzzle piece. I could bring it over with another short line, and I make the same kind of pattern going down. Short line down, line out, line down, line in, short line down, short line out, short line in, short line down, and connect it back to the head. Do the same thing on the other side. These are going to be my reindeer's antlers. And again, don't worry if your antlers don't look perfect. The most important thing is to have fun. Now I'm going to add some facial details. So I'm going to add a nice big smile, circles for cheeks. I'm going to use a nice circle for a nose, 2 more circles for eyes, and circles inside that I darken in or that you can color for eyeballs. I'm going to do some zigzags on the sides of my sleeves. So it's almost like I'm drawing V's. And then I do the same pattern underneath. Maybe V's or W's, depending on how you look at it. And again, I do the same thing on the other side. Again, just want to remind you, you can add any kind of details you want. I think I'm also going to draw some little evergreen trees underneath. So I start with an upside down V. I connect it at the bottom. And then I don't want to come right to the middle. I come a little bit to the side and make another slanted line down on the other side, connect it at the bottom. And I do the same thing again. When I get to the bottom, I just make 2 short lines down right next to each other. And now I have a little evergreen tree. Again, I'll do the same thing on the other side. And I think my last detail is that I'm going to add some candy canes. So I'm going to start with a rainbow shape, nice and thin, and then I'm just going to extend it long, bring it down, bring a line over, and you're going to go back up, parallel that line, and make a hook and connect it. Again, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Start with that rainbow shape, bring the line all the way down, short line over, draw the lines parallel right next to each other, curve it around, and connect it. And then candy canes, you just add those lines in to make it look like more of a candy cane. So I'm pretty happy with my holiday sweater now, but let's color it in. Now that I have my sweater all colored in, let's go over some trick words. Remember, trick words are words that you cannot sound out, you need to memorize them. Let's take a look at some now. Do you know this word? This word is my. Read it with me, my. Let's spell it, M-Y, and the word is my. Do you know this word? This word is like. Read it with me, like. Let's spell it, L-I-K-E, and the word is like. Our next word is you. Read it with me, you. Let's spell it, Y-O-U, and the word is you. Our last word today is do. Read it with me, do. Let's spell it, D-O, and the word is do. Now that we've gone over our words, let's do some writing. Today, our sentence is going to be, Do you like my sweater? So let's get started. Our first word is do. Do you remember how to spell do? Start at the top and the left. And remember, I'm going to start with an uppercase letter because all sentences start with uppercase letters. And we spell do, D-O, do. Let's keep going. Do you. Do you remember how to spell the word you? Add a finger space and write Y-O-U, you. Let's read what we have. Do you like? Do you remember how to spell like? Add a finger space and write L-I-K-E, like. Fingers ready to read. Do you like my? Do you remember how to spell the word my? Add a finger space and write M-Y, my. Fingers ready again. Let's read. Do you like my sweater? Sweater was not a trick word. If you think you're ready to sound it out, you can pause the video. Just remember that sweater is going to be sounded out in two parts because it has two syllables. Sweater. If you're not quite ready to sound out the word sweater, I'm going to add my label for my sweater. I'm running out of room, so I'm going to swing back to the left and write the word sweater. Fingers ready to read? Do you like my sweater? We need some type of punctuation at the end. Do you know what kind of punctuation we should be using? If you said a question mark, you are correct. We're asking a question. Do you like my sweater? I love this sweater. Since we're asking a question, we end our sentence with a question mark. Let's get our fingers ready to read one more time. Do you like my sweater? I hope you enjoyed drawing the holiday sweater and completing this lesson. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye!